Christophe Galtier wanted his players to be a dog with a bone when Lille hosted Nice Saturday night. Just 4 wins from the Ligue 1 Uber Eats title. And it's Turkish talent that fired Les Dogs nearer to the ultimate prize. Burak Yilmaz once again with delights after his match-winning performance against Lyon. The 35-year-old's 13th of the season was followed by the sending off of Jordan Lotomba, then a late cracker from his compatriot Mehmet Zeki CELIK. A fantastic strike to take Lille back to the Ligue 1 Uber Eats summit. Paris Saint-Germain did hit top spot, but only for a few hours after they ended Lens' long unbeaten run. Kylian Mbappe rested ahead of the Man City Champions League clash, but Neymar Jr. stepped up with a helping hand from Facundo Medina, who assisted the Brazilian after aggressive pressing from Julian Draxler. The world's most expensive player then turned provider as compatriot and club captain Marquinhos headed in for the second match in succession. Lens did cause Paris plenty of worries, but despite Ignacio Ganago netting again against the champions, their 13-match unbeaten run came to an end. Monaco still dreamed of the Ligue 1 Uber Eats title, while it was the last chance Champions League saloon for Lyon. The Principality looked to be on course for a 6th straight win when Wissam Ben Yedder and Kevin Volland combined, the latter scoring his 16th of the campaign. Yet the magic feat of Memphis Depay dazzled the home defence, the Dutchman's dance earning the fortune of his deflected effort nestling past Benjamin Lecomte. Maxon Cacare saw red, but that didn't stop Lyon taking the lead. Marcelo head and shoulders above the rest to stun Monaco. 2017 champions knocked Lyon out of the Coupe de France thanks to Volland and a Ben Yedder penalty, the same combo given the chance to cut OL deep. VAR picking up the fist of Anthony Lopez catching young Italian striker Pietro Pellegrini. Ben Yedder stepped up to produce a deadly Panenka, making him a Ligue 1 Uber Eats goal-scoring centurion. However, after the heartache in the Cup and against Lille last week, it was Lyon's turn as teenager Ryan Cherki netted a stunning late winner to revive their podium ambitions. Marseille failed to take control of 5th, but they were at risk of losing to Strasbourg at the Orange Velodrome for the first time in 24 years when Stefan Mitrovic headed the visitors ahead. Jorge Sampaoli's 100% home record ended, but his changes at least avoided defeat. Luis Henrique picking out Dario Benedetto to salvage a point. It was Sampaoli time, 16 goals since arriving, 7 all in the last 15 minutes, but not enough to overhaul Lens. World Cup winner Steven Nzonzi was sent off on 8 minutes and Rennes paid a heavy price. After 11 defeats in their last 13, Bordeaux seeing light at the end of the tunnel, at least on the pitch, as teenager Sekou Mara hammered home to be the youngest to score for the Girondins since Gabriel Aubertin 14 years ago, also against Rennes. Les Rouges et Noirs would have moved 5th with a win, but couldn't even save a point despite the fantastic play of Jérémy Doku, the Belgian teenager denied by the base of the post. Montpellier coach Michel de Zakarian was furious after defeat at Nice ended their European fantasy and demanded better and appeared to get it from captain Andy Delors as he gobbled up his 13th of the season. But as against the Eagles last week, it was a false dawn as Santé took all 3 points. Dennis Bouanga laying it on a plate for Roman Amamu to net for the second away trip in a row. And a quick free kick caught Lapayette napping. Captain Mathieu Debuchy showing the instincts of a striker to fire Le Vert to the cusp of mathematical safety. Not much at stake at the Stade Gaston Gérard other than pride when Dijon hosted Metz. But from the opening goal from Mamadou Gueye, it was clear Frédéric Antonetti's side were intent on ending a 7-match winless run. Pape Sarr then doubled the lead with a fine strike. And when the dust settled, it was 2-0. Dijon down to 10 as Bersan Selina walked for descent. Yet the mustard men appeared to spice up proceedings when Mama Balde beat Alexander Okidja to the corner to halve the deficit. It was a false dawn as momentum swung back to Metz. Victorian Angban's cross turned into his own net by Fouad Shafik. 3-1, but Metz were on the hunt for more. Wagner this time on the score sheet, the 4th time this season as the Easterners en route to their biggest league win for 17 years. Dylan Braun made it 5-1, the first 4-goal margin of victory since '94 as Dijon bid a long, hard farewell to Ligue 1 Uber Eats. Nîmes had kept a clean sheet in each of the last 8 league games against Reims in a fight for league survival. Not the time to see that streak snapped. Nathaniel Mbuku, the first Reims player to score against Le Croc in 44 years. Nîmes looked for hope and got it from the returning Captain Fantastic. Renaud Ripard, injured and out early last week, back to squeeze in his 10th of the campaign. The first time he's hit double figures in the top flight. Then the flick of Zinedine Ferrat's head set Moussa Kone clear. The Senegalese was clinical. Yet it ended in heartbreak when Alexis flips a coin, comes up with an equaliser. Flipping mad moment that could send Nîmes down. Reims may see them on the flip side, but only if the Crocs flip the script and survive. Lorient came into round 34 with a 4-point cushion over the relegation zone and managed to maintain it with a precious win over Angers. Les Merlus hadn't won any of the last 4 league clashes with SCO, but the hand of Vincent Monceau gave them a starter for 1. One-time Angers forward Johan Wissa made no mistake to lie 1 from double figures for the first time in Ligue 1 Uber Eats. Captain Fabien Lamond's last goal in the top flight was against Lorient 7 years ago, yet his first for the club earned back-to-back league wins to keep their heads above the parapet. Nantes couldn't afford to slip up, and there was little risk of that as they overwhelmed Brest. Moses Simon, the quickest to react, as the Nigerians' 6th of the season gave the Canaries flight. Ludovic Blas by name, Blast by nature. Simply stunning from the forward, scoring in successive matches to close in on double figures for the season. Antoine Comboiré had only won 2 of his 23 away games in Brittany in the league as a manager, but this was a walk in the park by comparison. Imran Louza turned from maker to taker to squeeze in past Gauthier Le Sonneur. Nantes en route to win a 4th match away in 6 under the former Guingamp coach after winning only 1 of their first 12 this season under the previous 3 in charge. Khalifa Koulibaly given the perfect chance to end his goal drought, his first top-flight goal since November 2019. 4-0 after 62 minutes, Brest could have been forgiven for throwing in the towel, but they climbed off the canvas to find a counter-punch from Romain Favre before the bell rung to end the bout. After the record-breaking 38 goals last week, just the 33 strikes this time. Dijon, the first club to concede 5 in successive games since Toulouse 35 years ago. Metz netting a 4-goal margin victory away from home for the first time since '94. Well, it looks like a 2-horse race at the top for the final 3 rounds. Lille and Paris both won on May Day, while Lyon brought Monaco back to earth with a bang to reignite the podium fight. Nîmes in trouble after the cruel flips. 6 points from safety with 3 to play. The playoff likely their only salvation. And Nantes with a 2-point cushion, but needing to make up 4 points to avoid that fate themselves. Lille have an early chance to open a 4-point gap on Friday before Paris Saint-Germain can respond on Sunday night when the Parisians travel to face Rennes in Brittany.